Relationship Manager. Today I have a video for you, a special one today. So I found this program looking for funds. For those who know me, I love using OPM, other people's money. I love looking at different ways to make money, creative things. I am what you would call a entrepreneur, a hustler. So let's get right into it. So I found this program that specializes in helping people get funds. So they're a nonprofit program that they help people get a shelf corporation. And as you can see right there, they give you a free business plan, free seed capital application, free unique business address, free entity, $10,000 credited, transferred into your account, access to optional funds. They raise money for you. They give you a free loan packet, helping you get loans, and other options. So what brought me to these individuals was I was looking for funding for myself. I was looking for funding. I was hustling and bustling. I was talking to people. I was networking. I came across this platform. I came across these individuals, and what they do specifically, they help you go get the money, as you can see right there. Legal, affordable, fast, guaranteed. So we're gonna go over the guaranteed in a little bit. You know me. If anybody that know me, and if you don't know me, let me explain who I am. I am an upstanding individual that really try to be professional as much as possible. So I found this company. There's a catch. You have to make over a certain amount of income to receive one of these self corporations. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. So as you can see, here's more what's included in the actual corporation. And I want to clarify, you're not buying money, you're not getting directly money, you're getting the corporation. The corporation is the thing that makes this whole process happen. The corporation is the aha moment. The corporation is the Albro raiser. The corporation is the thing that makes this whole transaction work. Since you're getting an aged corporation, so now you have access to a business entity, you have access to a business plan, you have access to unique commercial address, you have access to a free website, you have access to business finances, you have access to collateral and $10,000, and you have access to free credit improvement. So they do a lot of these things. As you can see here and take a look. We're not going to go over everything because this video is going to be very long, but we will go over the most important parts. So as of right now, I have a client enrolled in this. We're going to get rid of this. I'm going to show you exactly what I sent her. Bear with me. So I sent her this Fundable Shelf Corporation Q&A. Me and her, we've been going back and forth over what's in it, how does she have protection, just getting her comfortable with the situation itself. So one of the things that I did, and we're going to look at it in a little bit, I always recommend people, hey, if you feel like you don't understand it or not comfortable with it, use an attorney. By all means, use one. I use one on a daily basis. Use one. So why am I saying that? Because this is why I created the Q&A, because I wanted the individual to feel comfortable. Like I said, we were having conversations about it. When you're purchasing this type of thing, there is an agreement involved. So in this agreement, again, you're getting, like I said, a legal business entity. You're getting a EIN. You're getting a business plan. You're getting access to 100K asset. You're getting credit building resources, access to grant backing, raising. And then as you can see right here, we're not getting upfront. So we don't get nothing upfront. Me as the reseller, I do. but that comes out of the grant that you're about to get. That doesn't come out of your pocket. We're going to get into that. So technically, the only thing that you're paying for is $1,000 out of your pocket. Corporation setups, document interpretation, onboarding for the grant. Also, that $1,000 will be reimbursed. We're going to get into that. I have it right here. Here's the agreement. As you can see at the bottom, here's the agreement. In the agreement, it's guaranteed that you get reimbursement, or you have the option to switch out the corporation if you don't like the corporation. So again, I know you guys like, what? Like I said, the corporation is the catch. The corporation is the thing that makes this possible. Why we're able to give you money, why we're able to do certain things. So as you can see, can you get a refund or a replacement? Yes, under specific conditions. So as you can see right here, me as the reseller, I don't have obligation over that. I'm just a reseller. For those who don't know what I mean by that is, so we're going to come over here real quick and we're going to bounce back so I can show you. So this is the confirmation that I got from the company, the organization, the nonprofit. As you can see, a grant coordinator, shelf port reseller, implement resources. So as you can see, here you go right here. They gave me more information on starting immediately. They call it the 3 E's. Educate. Education is the biggest thing, because either you're dealing with people that don't know, or you're dealing with people that do know, and they really don't want a LLC. They really don't want a corporation, and they have an LLC. So you kind of got to get them to understand that, hey, you're getting access to way more money. Just the other day, I was talking to a vendor, a food vendor, and they had a little food truck, and I was like, obviously introduced myself, gave him the flyer. At first, the individual was like, "No, I don't want." I was like, "You might want to take a look at that." And he looked at it, and then he was like, "So with this, I'm able to." I had to explain to him the difference between an LLC and a corporation, an S corp and a C corp, depending on whatever best fits your needs. I'm not the individual that's going to decide that. I'm just a reseller. So the first thing I have to do is educate people. We have a 1-hour video that explains in detail what you will be getting. They call it the 27 mistakes that people get when trying to get a corporation. People don't understand that these little things, they make up the way of you conducting business. This is why I said I was in the process of doing it when I realized I had a few things that I had to correct first. And that's okay. By all means, you still can work with the organization. You just have to take a slower route. So what you get right here, we have to evaluate individuals. We have to evaluate them. What do I mean by evaluate, Lamont? So here's our evaluation. We go through the process of what you're getting. If you already have guaranteed funding, okay, cool. We're going to mark it right here. We go over the business plan. If you already have a business plan, we're going to mark it right here. We go over free credit approval. If you already have that, we're going to mark it right here. We go over free commercial address and business entity. If you already have it, you get it right here. We go over 100K in 24 hours transfer. If you already have it, we're marking it right here. Access to the ability to funds. Again, if you already have it, we're going to mark it right here. And then the out-of-pocket cost. All this, how much it costs? $1,000. If you already have that information, we're going to mark it right here. So as you can see, it's very simple, very easy. I created this video because I was like, you know what? Hey, I can start pushing traffic to this. This is another tool in my toolbox. For those who don't know me, I am a real estate investor. I call myself a strategist. I don't like to be in one box. I am a classified unclaimed agent. I am a wholesaler. I am in the process of buying my first apartment building. So, and I'm an author. So I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of different hats. I'm a firm believer in having different streams of income. And this is one of the ways that you could potentially be a grant coordinator, or you could potentially be a corporation reseller, or even be an individual that is actually wanting funds. The second thing we have to do is a training. We have to train ourselves. You have to be able to talk the talk, walk the walk. Um, I took it upon myself to watch this hour video because I knew people are going to be asking questions based upon it. So it's very important that you know exactly what you're talking about. The funny thing is, before I even applied for any of this stuff, I had watched a 3 hour YouTube video about LLCs, corporations, LLCs, S corps, C corps, and how are they able to raise funding and how are they able to get so much funding. We're going to go into that in a little bit. So I want to keep on going a little bit so you can see. So here you go, access to show me the money. Of course, they have their own automation system where they're able to automate leads. They give you this what comes with the automation when you purchase it. A landing page, a drip campaign situation, prospects. They verify if people are serious, not serious. They give you upfront capital. Remember what I told you. I get upfront money. The money that I get upfront, it comes out of the grant. Then I get the back end capital, and the back end capital comes from the organization that we're working with. So as you can see, here's the Zooms, here's the contact information, here's some links they gave us, here's the nonprofit website that we were just looking at. So let's go to this. I want to show you guys this. So what is the difference between an LLC corporation? What is the difference? Why does this matter? What does it exist? I'm not going to go over everything, but I want you guys to. I want you guys to be educated enough that you can make your own decisions. Educated enough that where hey, when you come to me, even as doing business or even as a Q&A, you're able to understand what I'm offering, what's here, what you have. So this is an LLC. This is a normal thing. Most people get an LLC, or sometimes people get a DBA. Either one of those is cool. Cool. I even have an LLC for one of my businesses, one of my organizations. So the difference between the LLC. So let's just start with an LLC. A LLC, get ready, professional asset, easy to set up, professional, freelance, or small business. But it's not built to attract big funding. That's a large issue that I was running into. That's a huge issue. Like I just told you, I have an LLC for my real estate company, and that's the issue. So if we come over here to a funded corporation, aged business, meaning the business has already been existing for years. Comes with financial EIN, business address, and seen as established by lender. So it comes with all these things. It comes with all these perks. The difference from a LLC and a corporation, a funded corporation, I should say. So with the funded corporation, that's what you get. Every funding every organization may be different. Some may give you more, some may give you less. It just depends. I advise you to do your research. So why can shelf corps get more money? Well, more capital, as they say. I want to highlight this so we can go over it. Lenders prefer businesses with history, structure, and paper trails. Shelf corps already have the business age and credibility. Easy to attach trade lines, boost credit, and qualify for funding. Sorry about that. Or why is the 100K is a positive? So let's highlight this so we can go over it. because of the age financials and professional structures, self-corporation qualify for grant-based or private capital funding. It's not personal credit, it's business qualifications. That's very important. This is a business decision. This is business. So I want to repeat that over. This is business. Many programs offer capital reimbursement or backing in grants. So this is a common thing. This is why education is important. This is why I say it's important to educate the people. Gotta educate the people. Gotta educate the people. Gotta educate the people. The second thing, the key benefits to business owners. Bear with me. Access to large capital quickly. Meaning if you already got money coming in, this for my investors, food truck vendors, real estate people. If you in business, this is for you. You ain't got to work directly with me. You can work with somebody else. I'm just the messenger. This is your answer. The second thing is position yourself for a business line of credit, not personal debt. You want to get rid of that personal debt. Remember, good debt versus bad debt. Well, we've been having a few videos on that, and we're going to keep on talking about it. Building your personal credibility. Building your finance credibility and corporation foundation. Save you years of building from scratch. That's what I'm doing right now, building from scratch. That's cool. We all start somewhere. So I want to go over again. This is where I work a lot off ChatGPT. I bounce idea off of Grok. I do a lot of information searching. I do a lot of easy, quote unquote, things that can help individuals out. So let's get right to it. We're going to be discussing what's in the agreement. Now we're talking about the agreement. So what's in the agreement? Remember what I tell everybody, if you don't have an attorney or you're doing things on the go, put it in a AI system or some type of database that's able to tell you what's in the agreement quickly. I'm always going to recommend, hey, if you feel like you need an attorney, get one. I'm not going to tell you no. I'm not going to tell you hey. I'm going to advise you to get one. Why? Because I want to hold everybody accountable. Yeah. So let's get right to it. So this is the agreement that they give me as the reseller and grant coordinator. I know you see it's a lot of big, large words and a lot of information that some people may not be able to understand or fathom. So this is what I suggest people to do. If you don't know it, again, we're going to close that. If you don't know what's in the agreement, put it in ChatGPT. So as in ChatGPT, we're going to go over this. We're not going to take too long because the video is going to be very long, but we're going to skim through it. And again, I advise you to look at it. If you feel like you need an attorney, get one. But this is what it is: a standard purchase agreement. Free resources. Here's the purchase price. So most people don't know, hey, you get refunded the funds that you're about to pay for. You're refunded that. If you don't like it, you're refunded that, or you get an option to replace it. So the closing statement. Again, we're not going to go over everything because the video will be very long, and I want it short, engaging, and I want to put this out to the people as soon as possible. The other thing, medium important due diligence. Closing period. General consideration. Resources and media. So as you can see going over it, this is an assignment. It has to be an assignment. Remember, shout out to all my wholesalers, that assignment. But this is an assignment. It has to be an assignment because the individual that gave it to us, the organization, he assigned it to us. Now we're able to assign the contract to somebody else. So again, here's a summary. So you see what I said. You see what I asked it. Is there anything I should be worried about as the buyer selling this to an individual? Great question. So as you can see right here, what you should watch out for. Clarification on what's being sold. Very important. Remember what I said. You're buying the corporation. You're not buying funding. You're buying the corporation. The funding just comes with it. So as you can see right here, this is what it said. Refundable replacement policy. As you can see, I don't make the final decision. The individual that established the agreement makes the final decision. I'm just a reseller. Confirm that she can refund and get the money. I wanted to confirm. Yes, you're right. So, can your client request a refund or replacement? Yes, but the conditions. Remember what I said earlier. So, it's not up to me. It's up to the individual that gave the agreement from the beginning. I'm just a reseller. So, going over this, as you can see, this is what I asked chat. I said, it seems like I'm protected on the seller side, but what about on the buyer side? What about on the buyer side, the personal side? Are they protected? You see what he said? That's a sharp observation. That's very sharp, me being on point. So going through this agreement, it seemed like I'm protected, but what about them? I care when you're doing business with me. I care about you more than I care about myself. Why is that? Because if I do good business, you most likely you're gonna come back, you're gonna refer people. And the funny thing is this lead was an actual referral, somebody that I had already had a relationship with. You know, hey, they are in the business, they in the money business, they understand it, they know what I'm technically offering or selling, they understand it. So they referred me the individual that we got under contract. Well, under agreement. So as you can see right here, legit buyer protection, meaning you get protected. You are protected. We ain't gonna go over everything like earlier. As you can see, replacement clause, list of distribution, contract in writing, potential red flags. We're gonna look at that real quick. Potential red flags for a buyer could raise concerning eyebrows. Wow. Not direct performance guide guaranteed, meaning it's not guaranteed. Remember, we talked about this. This is not guaranteed. The only thing that's guaranteed is everything that's written. That's guaranteed. Confusion injunction. I just said it's not guaranteed. The money is not guaranteed. The money is not guaranteed. What's guaranteed is the entity that you're getting. Everything that comes with the entity is guaranteed. Just to be clear, technically the buyer has to pay $1,000 out of pocket, but be reimbursed through the funding. Yes, you're exactly right. Here's how it's framed. So remember what I talked about. What is the out-of-pocket cost? This is not coming from you. The out-of-pocket cost is going to the entity that you'll be sending the funds to. This is not coming out of my pocket. This is not. The $1,000 is getting reimbursed. So the reimbursement, clarification, the $1,000 can be reimbursed from the grant funding if they qualify and follow the funding process. So as you can see, you're getting the funds back. You're getting the $1,000 back. So technically, you're not losing any money at all. So guys, I created this right here. I'm going to leave it right here so you guys can see. So I created, excuse me. So I created this video because I'm starting to push a lot more traffic to this opportunity. Technically, I want to be upfront with you. But I am pushing a lot of people to this because it's a wonderful opportunity, especially if you have a business. And this is something I kicked myself in the butt for because I waited. I literally found out about this a month ago. And as you can see, I'm just now pushing. So many people. Don't wait. Go after it. Apply. Qualify. Earn capital. Go through the process. If you want me to hold your hand, I can hold your hand. If you want me to guide you, I can guide you. This is a wonderful opportunity for anybody that has a business, anybody that is looking for funding. This is a wonderful opportunity. I repeat, this is a wonderful opportunity. I'm not pushing you to do it. You can go do it with somebody else. I'm just telling you what I wish somebody would have told me when I first started. Because I would have been able to skip the line on half of the stuff. But all right, guys, have a nice day. This is Lamont Ellis, the acquisition manager. I'm out.